The following is rated F for fairness. Viewers' discretion is advised.
Welcome to the Audio Show.
So I've always and I forever will say that people have misunderstood my growth with the Amber character. It is putting yourself on a pedestal while looking low on others, when basically you're doing the same thing that the people that you're looking low on is actually doing. But no worries, let's get into it.
How long have you been with me?
10 years?
It's been 10 years. And we built that on loyalty, trust. Now, why did you go run back and tell Amber's business to Danielle? Like, you know I don't play that. I don't play those type games.
Oh, hold on. I'm so sorry. I'm
sorry, Dave. Please. Melissa, we had a conversation.
Look at the approach that Amber is taking. Now, let me say this because I see people saying Danielle crazy and Melissa crazy. And let me just say this because I'm realizing that Amber has gone out of her way to go sleep with Dave, but everybody else must be held accountable and be punished. But she must basically be what, skate by? Is that what we're saying? Because that's the impression I'm getting from the Amber fans, the side of the audience, the die-hearted fans. The die-hearted side of the fans, Amber must be able to do anything she wants to do and everybody else must pay for it except the Amber character. This may be why she gets all the karma and the other characters don't get any. Because she really and truly want to take any of the accountability. She wants to peer it off on others. But hey.
You went and ran your mouth to Danielle. Why would you do that knowing that Ben is friends with my husband? Like, that is crazy. You are trying to what, sabotage my divorce?
Amber, no. I am so sorry. I am not trying to sabotage your divorce at all.
So the question is Melissa trying to sabotage her divorce? Because that's what she's implying now. But I'm just showing you. So, okay, if we're really supposed to look at it in the grand scheme of things, who is the one sabotaging Amber's divorce? Amber. That's the one sabotaging her own divorce. She had this wrapped up in the bag and she decided she couldn't wait. She couldn't tell Dave to wait. This relationship that they're having right now could not wait because she was so hot and bothered and horny that she had to go for it now. That is what people should be talking about.
You what? You what? I specifically asked you.
Danielle is my sister. I wasn't thinking. We were just talking and it never even occurred to me that she would. I'm so sorry, Amber. And Dave, you know that.
You know how I run my program.
I know.
That's not what we do.
I know that's not what you do. And
We keep everything in-house.
Look at the look on her face. Because again, this was created by her. No one else made this happen. Amber is looking as though somebody made this happen to her. Like somebody out of the blues is trying to get her. And no one is trying to get the Amber character. Amber had this wrapped up in her bag. She never wanted it the way it was when it was wrapped up in her bag. She decided to bring herself here. But it's everybody else's fault except Amber's. Don't worry, friends. That's exactly why I rip on the Amber character. That's why I have to hold it very, the line steady. Because I watch exactly how people treat this. And they don't treat it well.
Don't go run back and tell her business.
Melissa, you have literally put everything that I have been working for on the line. My husband's already giving me a hard time. And you would go and run your mouth? You could literally make me lose everything.
Let me ask you guys again. Is Melissa the one making Amber lose everything? Or in the grand scheme of things, is Amber the one making Amber lose everything? If Amber never had the relationship she had? This is the question I'm trying to face with Amber fans. I'm trying to ask you the direct questions. Who is making Amber do these things? Because I'm starting to get the idea as if Anthony has basically found Dave, put Dave on to Amber, tell the two of them to basically have sex, tell the two of them to have relations and done all of these things. It's almost as though Amber is absolved of any actions that Amber commits.
That's crazy.
Yes, you're right. You're right. I should have never done that.
But you did. You did do it.
That can't happen again. Like, that cannot happen again.
I promise you, Dave, you know me. We've worked together for a really, really long time. This is never,
That's why I'm
happened before.
surprised. We built up that trust. Like, we don't do that. We don't do that. You don't go run back and tell no one's business.
I'm so sorry that I broke your trust. And Amber, I really never meant to put you in that type of situation. I will do whatever I can to make amends to you and help.
Well, you owe her an apology. You owe her a big apology.
You're right. Amber, I am so sorry for going back on my word and breaking your trust and not keeping my promise.
So she must bow to Amber. I want y'all to look at the how this really is. The girl that fought extremely hard for Amber is the girl that now Amber basically has her foot on. You know what I mean? Basically telling her, listen to me, you need to kiss the ring. You need to kiss my shoes because of what you're doing. Can't make this up. The woman that gave Amber the chance, Amber would not be in the position that she's in with Dave if it weren't for the woman that's there. But that same woman have to take the heat from what... You cannot make this up.
And I really hope that maybe one day you can forgive me.
Well, look. We're going on the phone in a couple days. You know, we good. That can't happen again, though.
It will never happen again. It will never happen again.
I'll give you a call.
Oh. Okay. Right.
I'm good, though.
Okay,
This
well,
can't
if
happen
you...
again. I'm disappointed. I'm very disappointed in you.
If you want to talk about womanizers, I've been watching Dave, and Dave have a take where Dave is very... I don't know if they want to try to call it that it's masculine energy, but I don't know if it's masculine energy because it can't be masculine energy when you're going out of a way to sleep with a woman who is actually married. I don't really support it, but he might give this energy as though like, hey, I can kind of do whatever I want. That's the energy I'm getting from the Dave character. But can you blame him? I mean, Amber enabled him to do it anyways. Dave is right for what Dave is doing for sleeping with a married woman, but Anthony's wrong. Do you see even the semantics of that as well? That's why I said, look here. It's like when Amber fans bring the arguments to me, I'm like, it collapses. It just collapses. There's no weight. Like, have nothing at all we can pin down.
Very.
All right. Call me in a couple of days if you need anything. I'm sorry, Amber. I'm so sorry.
All right, I'll give you a call. I'm sorry, man.
Thank you.
That ain't gonna happen again. That won't happen again. I'm still surprised she did that.
I'm watching now the premiere of the other video, and people is saying that Melissa started this. So in other words, you know what? I don't know. I'm just realizing people have stopped taking accountability, basically. Who made Amber cheat? Who made Amber cheat? It's almost like basically I can go around. What I'm getting from people is this, because the same women that come onto the channel and they will tell me everything about, and even men too, because there's some men in there as well. So let me put that in there. So the same people that come onto the channel and give me all of this forte into, don't be a cheater, and you must be honest, and you must be this, and you must be that. The same people that does these things are the same people now backtracking now and doing the dance for Amber, which just, again, all I'm doing is pinpointing and I'm calling out your bias. I'm showing you that you don't really want honesty. You just want honesty when it's convenient. In other words, it's selective honesty. Could be wrong, but let me know what y'all think. Who made Amber cheat? Like, share, comment, subscribe. Talk to you soon.